Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Miasin and welcome to my Dragma Invoked deck profile. So pretty much that one, the reason why it took so long to make it is because Edie already made it on his, already did it on his channel, basically with my deck list. I think the only difference is that on the list that he showcased, he played 3 tactical talents instead of the 3 desires. Not too sure, I forgot, maybe it was that, but anyways, so before we start, friendly reminder to like and subscribe because it motivates me a lot to keep making videos like these. And yeah, let's jump right into it. So of course, you can already see that I'm playing the 1 Fleur de Lis and then 3 Maximus Dragma and 3 Ecclesia. Now, Maximus Dragma is the only... No, I mean, even Fleur de Lis, like, some people play too. It's kind of, like, situational, because you have to, like, control, like, a Dragma card, but I can understand why you play too, because it is a strong card. Like, it has 25, and it's easy to search. I mean, you have so many cards to search it. Yeah, I guess I can understand why you're playing 2 Fleur de Lis. It's just, I'm not too big of a fan of 2. I think 1 is enough. But Maximus, though, on the other hand, the reason I'm not playing 2 is because my philosophy for just deck building in general is I don't really like 2-ofs in decks. I like 1-ofs and 3-ofs, because 2-ofs, it's hard to justify it. Like, what are you gonna say? Oh, 3 is too much, but 1 isn't enough. I don't know. Like, the thing is, if you're trying to play a card in your deck, you really want to see it. So Maximus Dragma is the kind of card that you're really, like, desperately trying to see, that or Nadir or Ecclesia, so you're maximizing your chances of having the combo, because when you don't have the combo turn 1, like, just, you're basically playing an Invoked deck. It's like all of your, like, Dragma cards, your other Dragma cards don't really do much. Like, even Fleur de Lis isn't going to be doing anything. And then, I don't know, like, your other cards, they just don't seem like they do enough. But when you play Maximus Dragma 3, obviously, if the format shapes up in a way where everyone has, like, Nova in their extra deck, everyone has Entis and stuff like that, then Maximus Dragma should probably be a 1-of, because you shouldn't really, like, center your deck around it. But for now, I think it's fine. But once again, like, there is no reason to deck build way too hardcore, because this game doesn't exist at the moment. So people who are too adamant on just, like, very, very specific ratios, I don't know, man, you should probably get a life or something. Anyways, 3 Ecclesia, that's the obvious one. It's the Searcher. 3 Alistair, obviously, and then maxing out on the card on the cards that can search Alistair, so 3 Meltdown and 1 Terraforming. For the hand traps, I play 3 Ash, 3 Veiler, and 3 Infinite. I don't think Ogre is a good card at all, and I even play Forbidden Droplets instead, because if you're playing 3 Droplets, it's better than if you're playing 3 Ogre by far, because Ogre is a card that has to be opened in your opening 5, so you have like a 33% chance of getting that Ogre for the Zexel, well, for the Numeron network, whereas the Forbidden Droplets, you can top deck it for turn, so you have like a 39% chance. Which is significantly better. It actually translates to playing 4 ogres in a way. So, but the thing is, Forbidden Droplets has like more applications. It's really good against combo decks, whereas Ogre is just awful against combo decks. It really doesn't do anything at all. Just don't understand why people, they still believe that Yu-Gi-Oh! Is all about hand traps. It really isn't. I mean, those are probably the guys that just watch videos on YouTube and don't really play the game themselves. It's hard to have, like, I don't know. So some people try way too hard to have opinions on things, and even when they don't really know anything. But anyways, 3 Disciple of the Nadir, obviously, this is a card that not only gets your Dragma engine going, but on top of that, it also sends that app cologne, so you can actually send the punishment, which will recur with Shuttle Construct later on. So this is a 1-card combo. It makes at least 2 interruptions in the form of Fleur de Lis and the Winda, and then the Shadow Rook, which is the trap card here, can actually be an interruption granted your opponent had a trap card. So 3 Desires. Desires is insane because this isn't a combo deck at all. It's like a resource deck. It's not a control deck. It's a beatdown deck. It's like on the same level of Orchist. Orchist was neither a stun, a combo, or a control deck. It was just like a weird beatdown deck that had like the ability to kill your opponent if it wanted to, or just if it went first, it would set up. It's hard to explain. Just like Mech Knight Invoked and Cyber Dragons. I mean, yeah, it's hard to like put them in one like specific category. Yeah, but Desires is just incredible because you can just like search your cards first with Alistair, and then you banish everything. I mean, if I draw like Alistair plus Maximus Dragma or like Ecclesia, for example, or like Nadir, then I just do all of my plays first, and then before I shuffle back like the invocation to get back Alistair, I Desires, and then I shuffle back invocation, because then the Desires will probably be banishing like cards that are a duplicate, you know, like Terraforming, Meltdown, like multiple Desires, which obviously is the dream. Like Desires banish 2 Desires. Oh my god, you love seeing this. But yeah, 3 Desires I think makes so much sense. The card literally says draw 2, so 3 Invocation. Some people play 2. I'm not a really big fan, because if your Alistair gets Ashed or Veilered or Infinite, well, if you hard draw like the Invocation, then you just feel like a sack. And and I guess if your opponent like goes like Maximus Dragma and sends some of your cards, then you might be able to like send, I don't know, I don't know, like, you can send maybe, like, like invoked stuff, and then you can like invocation, banish, make Elysium, banish their whole field, stuff like that. I mean, it could come up, honestly. And then of course I'm playing 3 Called by the Grave, which can be honestly anything else. Literally, it can be 3 other hand traps. It was just to like showcase the amount of utility cards that you can play. Someone actually commented on my Ancient Warrior Tri-Brigade deck profile something kind of weird. He said like, oh, the fact that you can only play 6 hand traps means that it will never be meta. So like, this statement is incorrect for like so many reasons, but basically the thing is, when I'm playing utility cards like these, you can basically see them as if I was playing a hand trap. So like, some people choose not to play Called by the Grave, Cyclone, Desires and stuff, and then they play like 18 hand traps. That doesn't necessarily mean that your deck is like more self-sufficient. It just means that you're going like very hardcore with the hand traps, and you think that they have a high impact, which, like I said, I just keep saying that they don't. I mean, Ash is, I guess, the most applicable, even if the ceiling is relatively low. Against certain decks, it's really good though. Veiler is just not too great. Infinite, I want to say, is one of the better ones because it dodges Appaloosa, it cannot get caught by the grave, and also it does not fulfill the activation requirement of 3 tactical talents. So I think Infinite might be the most logical one. Obviously, if your deck could play Dimension Shifter, everybody would play Dimension Shifter because that also plays around 3 tactical talents. You just use it on standby, but yeah, anyways. 3 Forbidden Droplet, obviously, I already explained the logic, you know, a 3 of that can be drawn as your 6th card against a 3 of that can only be drawn as your opening 5. And then 1 punishment because it's easily searchable, so I don't know, you can even choose to cut punishment, honestly, if you really want to. It's not like technically needed, and I never really consider myself in a position where I need to search it. It's just, it could come up in a very long tournament, and right now I just didn't have enough experience to maybe start looking into the very specific details. I mean, as you can see, my extra deck is all over the place. I barely have anything for the mirror. Like, I think Elysium definitely shouldn't be there for now. It should probably be a Nova, because then if I'm playing a mirror, then they just send Nova. I just send Nova with their Maximus Dragma, send Merkaba, and also I send Entis to pop like something else. Or I can even search, like I can even send like a Skull Knight or the Bastard. I still don't know this card's name. I'm just gonna keep calling it Bastard. But yeah, the rest of my extra deck should be like okay-ish. 2 Merkaba, 1 Construct, 1 of the Bastard. Some people play 2, once again, whatever, who cares. This guy is really good. I don't know how to pronounce this. Ogeides, whatever. A very good card, honestly. It can be an interruption during your opponent's turn in a way-ish. It's kind of like a reactive interruption, but still decent. Purgatrio is just a joke to make. Alistair alone is either Purgatrio or Merkaba. Then Abkalone is evolved into the combo. Skull Knight can be good. Some people play Omega instead of Skull Knight, but they still play Wind Pegasus at Ignister. Ignister has like a better quote-unquote effect because you can shuffle instead of destroying, and shuffling is always better. But it's reactive because one of your cards has to be, I think, destroyed by battle or by card effect. Whereas Skull Knight, it's just, you know, at any point during your turn, you can banish it and destroy a monster your opponent controls, I believe, or destroy a monster on the field. Yeah, whatever, it's all good. 1 Winda and 2 Entis, this is definitely correct. And then El Mirage and Secure Garna. Some list in the OCG play 2 El Mirage and 2 Secure Garna to ensure that your Alistair always fuels itself, which is 100% logical, because at a certain point, like, you don't really want to fuse like with hand traps from your hand, and sometimes you didn't need to use the hand traps yet, so you don't want to, I don't know, it makes sense, like I said. For the idea section real quick, I don't know why Gemisiel is here. Shadow Dragon and Ariel. Ariel is actually a really, really good one, because if you don't want to make Winda, for example, if you're playing against like a trap deck that uses stuff from the grave, what you do is actually you send the Winda instead of the Construct to recur back the Shuttle Rook, and then you make Construct during your opponent's turn, and when Construct is summoned, it's basically a Foolish Burial, so you can send Ariel and banish 3 cards from either player's graveyard. I believe it's, yeah, exactly. And that could be good. I mean, against Eldritch, for example, it could be okay if you can like end phase pop like 3 of their spells and traps like somehow, and then you just go Ariel, banish like all 3. That could be nice. Yeah, anyways, Anoyatilis is just like very, very hard to summon, but imagine if you can side something like this against Necros. They just scoop. Like, if there's ever a ritual, like, if there's a ritual deck, Anoyatilis is just insane against them, so pretty decent. Actually, I think even against like Shadows, this could be decent. I think no, never mind. Definitely not. It's especially good against like ritual decks. But yeah, sorry, what the heck? I don't even know why this is here. Omega I already explained, 3 tactical talents, blah blah blah. Cyclone, evenly, I guess, yeah. And then Trap Trick if you're really trying to play like multiple punishments, but I don't think this is the deck for that. I actually made a review on Dragma Punishment, I think it was yesterday, so if you guys are down to check it out, definitely go ahead, you are more than welcome. And that's pretty much all I had to say in showcase for this Dragma Invoked deck profile. So if you guys have any comments or feedback, let me know in the comment section below. Once again, don't forget to like and subscribe because it motivates me a lot to keep making videos like these. And that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.